All right, here we are again. I put the chart descriptor right here for a minute. I had to take a break because I went on pause and I didn't really pause it because my keyboard's so old that it doesn't always press the notes. You know, they get a little stuck and they don't press the notes. So I had to do some editing, which is good to learn how to edit. So the second segment's a little shorter. It's about 9 minutes. So, um, chart 90, unless you want to look at a picture of my chair, you know. um, this is the chart 99, all right, and we have half diminished, okay, it's root minor diminished fifth shapes, but it's not the root, it's the seventh. So it's played from the seventh, all right. So in other words, in piano, I'm going to play this root chord here, C, E, G, right? Or I'm going to do it on guitar because we got to do this anyway, right? So it's C, E, G. But it's going to be from the seventh, a C, E, G, minor, and a diminished fifth. So it's here's C, E, G minor from the seventh. And that turns out to be, in the key of C, it turns out to be a B minor. But B minor has an F sharp in it, so it has to diminish that fifth. So it's two minors in a row. So, but this is how we can shape it out. So that's why it's called half diminished root minor minus diminished fifth. Okay, so it's two minor intervals in a row. Shapes, just shapes. So that was a C-shaped root minor. See, I make these mistakes. I don't make this point. And here's the C shape. Here's the C-shaped root minor diminished fifth. Okay, but what if you want to do the A shape? The A shape C's up here. Okay, now we want to do the drop it down again to the root minor. It's going to end up like this. Okay, but the F sharp would have been played like this. It more like an A minor shape. So in other words, we take that C shape, which is your basic A shape C. We're going to drop it to an A minor shape C from the seventh being in the middle there, now because it's second inversion. Okay, but we're going to drop that F. See, that would still be the F sharp, right? It would be an F sharp there. We want to drop that F sharp down here now because second inversion. That's how you do it in the C shape, in the A shape C. Okay, so we're on to something now. Let's get back to the chart here. So what we were just looking at is probably hiding from us, all right? Because we want to get this done, and I've got a big Saturday today, and got things going on. Here's that A-shaped C we were talking about, that I was just playing. Okay, and it's saying to play this as an A minor diminished fifth from the seventh. Now this is A minor shape, so here's the A major shape C. The A minor shape C would be 2, 7, 4 sharp, because it's just going down from the seventh. It's going down a half step. But then you have to diminish that fifth. You have to diminish that fifth. That's why it says -5. That -5 doesn't mean don't play the fifth. If I say don't play the fifth on this chart here, it means no fifth. Don't play it. No play. Minus means take it down one fret. That note. Diminish that thing. And augmented means plus, right? Usually in music. So that's how that one's phrased out. So this is all this fretboard is. You know, starting from, it happens to start from D, but it'd be a good idea to look at C. Now this is where normal fretboards start, which is on the E here, this note right here, but mine goes down anyway. And for once it's useful because here in this box here, all right, the drop down, the straight drop down method, I believe is also covered in this chart here. Now, I didn't mention that on the on the title, but this is also the reduce the scale tone by one method. So that's it, just go down one. Now in all the white keys on a piano, everything's shaped the same, so you can hold your hand just like this and go that, you know, and everything's shaped for you. The half steps and the whole steps are shaped for you. You know, that's one thing that a piano does for you. Guitar doesn't work quite the same way like that, but there's things you can do on the guitar, such as just move a shape up. You know, so you're playing an E shaped F, and I want to play an E shaped F sharp. Okay, on guitar, on piano, it's not quite the same. You'd be going up to 3 accidentals. It's pretty much the same shape, but say you go from G and you want to go to A flat or G sharp, then you got G here. You got to change the shape because the distances are different between the intervals, between the same intervals, because of, you know, the shape of the keyboard. So, you know, so I can show you on this, right? This thing right here. See, the distances are different on the shape of the keyboard. So you want to do a G here, right? And you want to go to a G sharp. You have this interval G to B to D there. Then you have to go G sharp to C. See, it's a bigger interval there, on up to D sharp. So it's dun, dun, you know. On guitar, it's not like that. On guitar, you could just exact same shape. But there's other things that don't match up as easily, and that's when you go up or down one scale note per note. So if I can do this on the piano, on the white keys, keep the same shape to do a C and go the same shape to do a half diminished B. Bump, bump. But on the guitar, if you're doing the drop down method, let's look at a D-shaped C here or a D-shaped root here. It could be any key, right? Depending on what you're going to call the E note, the open E note. So if you called the open E note the 2, would be the key of D. This would be a D. You're going to drop it down one scale note, one scale tone per note. It goes to 7. Okay, 3 goes to 2. 5 goes to 4. You see, there's a whole step there, whole step there, whole step there. You're not ending up with the same exact shape as you would if you were playing white notes on the guitar, on the piano. All right. This sounds like something. Here Comes the King, right? I think my ego is playing. So I appreciate you putting up with my ego. I'll have to deflate it. So we got 30 seconds on this segment. So this is this top fretboard here is not only just drop down, and we do have all the drop downs. So this is your D box right here. So what's the furthest drop down to the left? The root goes to the 7, the 2, the 5 goes to the 4 there.